Hello, my dear students of class 7. Welcome to chemistry class once again. As in my previous class, I have started chapter number 4, atomic structure. Okay, and I have taught you in my that class about atoms, about molecules, about representation of molecules. How do we represent molecules? We represent molecules with the help of chemical formula. Okay, and what does chemical formula represent? Okay, chemical formula of an element represents the number of atoms present in one molecule of that element. Okay, then we have learned about the atomicity. What is atomicity? The number of atoms present in one molecule of an element is known as its atomicity. Okay, then we have even learned that molecules of elements, okay, which will have single atom is called monoatomic elements. Okay, which will have two atoms are called diatomic elements, which will have three atoms are called triatomic elements, and the one which will have more than three is known as polyatomic elements. Okay, and then we have even seen the symbols and chemical formula of elements. Okay, now let's start our today's class. So now I am going to teach you today the new topic, that is valency. So what is this valency? Okay, I have said you in my previous classes that when two elements combine chemically, okay, in a fixed proportion, what they form? They form a compound. Okay, what they form? They form a compound. Okay, so valency is nothing but it is the ability of an atom. It is the ability of an atom of an element. Okay, in element, what is the atom? No. So, it is the ability of an atom to combine with the other atoms of an element to form a compound. So, there is a short definition of valency is that valency is the combining capacity of an atom of an element. Okay, valency is the ability, is the capacity of an atom of an element to combine. Okay, to combine. So, valency of an element is always a whole number. Okay, it is a whole number. Okay, now the element with valency 1 are known as monovalent. Element with valency 2 are known as divalent. Element with valency 3 are known as trivalent. Okay, elements which will have valency 4 are known as tetravalent, and the element which will have valency 5 are known as pentavalent. Okay, now let's see some of the elements. Okay, the one which will have valency 1 are known as monovalent. So let us see some of the elements which are monovalent, divalent, okay, trivalent and all. Now you can see here hydrogen valency is 1, that means it is monovalent. Okay, it has valency 2 and 4, that means carbon is what, divalent also, and it is tetravalent also. Nitrogen has 3 valency, okay, 2 that means divalent, 3 means tri, 5 means what, it is pentavalent. Okay, so in the same way you can see here, okay, oxygen has 2, that means it is divalent. Okay, valency you can see here 1 2 means that when they form a compound, they either donate the electrons or they either accept the electron. So about this you will learn more in detail in electronic configuration. Okay, so this valency means that while forming a compound, they either, again I repeat that, they either donate the electrons or they either accept the electron, okay, in order to become stable. Okay, so I will repeat it again that you will learn more in detail about this in electronic configuration. Okay, so this, again I repeat that the element with one valency is known as monovalent, the element with 2 is known as divalent. Oxygen is a divalent, this one is monovalent, divalent. Aluminium is what, trivalent. Okay, 4 is the valency, that means it is tetravalent. Okay, phosphorus has 2 valency, 3 and 5, that means it is trivalent and what, pentavalent. Okay, it depend upon the combining capacity. This is the elements, so these are elements and these are the valencies. Okay, so now let's see the other. Now there are many elements which will have more than one valencies. Okay, so how to represent that? Okay, so we represent that element. How we represent? Now see, with the example you will understand more clearly. Okay, for example, iron. Okay, for example, I'm taking here iron. Okay, iron is an element, and iron has valency, it has two valency. Okay, and what are they? 2 and 3. It has valency 2 and 3. Okay, now when iron will have valency 2, so how we will represent it? Iron with valency 2. So with this example only I will explain you how to represent the element which will have more than one valency. Okay, so iron has two valency, that is 2 and 3. 1, 2, it has two valency. So when iron will have valency 2, so how to represent? Not only iron but with the other element also, how you will represent? First you will write the symbol of that particular element. Here I have taken iron, so I will write the symbol of iron, and symbol of iron is what? Fe. What is the symbol? Fe. And how do we represent? Is that we will make a bracket. Okay, and inside this bracket we will write the capital Roman numeral, and valency 2 means we will write 2. Okay, we will write 2. Capital means you will write like this, not this way. Okay, sometimes we write not this way. Okay, we will write the symbol of that particular element. Here I have taken iron, so I have written the symbol of iron, and it has valency 2, so I have written inside this bracket capital Roman numeral 2. Okay, now this was about 1, that was valency 2. Now when iron will have iron with valency 3, so how do we represent? First we will write the symbol Fe. Okay, we will write the symbol Fe, and then inside this bracket 3 is there, so we will write capital Roman numeral 3. Okay, so in this way we will represent. Okay, now let me give you other example. Okay, that is lead. Lead has two valency. Lead has two valency, that is 2 and 4. So how do we represent it? We will write the symbol first. So let me write like this first. Lead with valency 2. So first we'll write the symbol of lead. And what is the symbol of lead? Pb. Okay, then we will make the bracket. And valency is 2 means we will write here capital Roman numeral 2. Okay, now lead with valency what? 4. With valency 4. How to represent it? PB, in bracket we will write the capital Roman numeral 4. So in this way you will represent the valency, okay, of the element which will have more than one valency. The element which will have more than one valency you will write like this. Okay, this I have shown you of the element which has more than one valency. Like in iron you have seen it has two valency, in lead also it has two valency. Okay, in copper also two valencies are there. Okay, in copper also there are two valency. In copper also there are two valency. Okay, so let me write here. Okay, copper valency. So and what are the valency? 1 and 2. So copper with valency 1, we represent how? Copper symbol is what? Cu. In the bracket 1 means we will write what? We will write the capital Roman numeral. Okay, now copper with valency what? 2. So how do we represent? Symbol of copper is Cu, and in bracket we will write the capital Roman numeral 2. So in this way you will represent. Okay, in this way. So these are the elements. I have given you only the few example. Okay, but there are many more elements which has valency more than 1. Okay, and how do we represent them? In this way we represent them.
So when you will see, okay, Pb2 means its valency is 2. When you will see Pb4, that means its valency is 4. And when you will see Fe2 means its valency is 2. Fe3 means its valency is 3. So I hope you have understood the valency. It is the combining capacity of an atom of an element. Okay.
Now the element which will have only one valency, so we will write that its valency is 1. Okay, we will write this in case when the element will have more than what? More than one valency. Like sodium has valency 1. Sodium valency is 1. So we will write its valency is 1. Okay. The use of valency we will do in the next topic, that is ions. Okay. There you will learn more in detail about this valency. Okay. This was that how to represent the valency. Okay. In your book also there is a valency table. Okay. So I have taught you about what is valency. Valency is the combining capacity of an atom of an element. Okay. And valency is always written in whole number. Valency is always in whole number. No, you can see here that I have written here valency in whole number only. You can see valency is in whole number. Okay. So today I have taught you how to represent the element which will have more than one valency. Okay. So how do we represent? We write the symbol. Okay. And in the bracket we write the capital Roman numeral. Okay. So today up to this much only. Today I just want to explain you about this valency and how do we represent this valency. Okay. So I hope you have understood. Okay, I hope you have understood today's class. Okay, in my next class, I will teach you in detail about ions. Okay, what is the structure of atoms and all. Okay, so for today up to this much only. Thank you.